do not buy the iPhone XS or XS Max because I'm about to save you a bunch of money. This is Scott with Techno Eclipse, and if you want to join the Techno Eclipse community, it's very simple. Send me $2,000 in unmarked bills, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and then comment and let me know that you've done all of those things, and then I'll officially let you into the community. So, why should you not buy the iPhone XS or XS Max? So recently, on the channel, we've had a few negative Apple videos. MacBook Air is a joke, and it's your fault. How Apple pretty much forced me to build a computer. Why Apple hates its pro users, and why I'm convinced I'm right. But I don't hate Apple, I love Apple. So don't get me wrong. But I hate Apple, but I love Apple. It's a very touchy relationship. So why shouldn't you buy the XS or XS Max? Is it because the performance sucks? No. Is it because it's not worth it? Absolutely. When looking at the XS and XS Max, what do you actually gain? A minutely better camera, a CPU that's minutely better, GPU performance that's minutely better, and overall the same experience as you get on an iPhone X. You need to start looking at phones not in the way that you need to look at like a computer. With a computer, if you have a new graphics card, you actually get more performance. But on a phone, literally the performance and experience is the exact same, whether it's from 2018 or even all the way back to the iPhone 5S, because it literally is running the same operating system. And on the mobile platform, if it's running the same operating system, it's essentially the same experience, especially when looking at iOS versus Android. Android might not be the exact same experience because of the way manufacturers can put skins on it, but with iOS, literally an iPhone 5S and an iPhone XS Max, they pretty much have the same experience. They have access to the same apps. They have access to the same ecosystem. They're like the same phones. So why should you not buy these? So the first and most obvious reason to not buy the iPhone XS or XS Max is the price. $1,100, $1,000 for a phone, that's a lot of money. That's more money than some people will buy groceries for in like 2 or 3 months. Like, you could live off that much money for so long. And I know price isn't exactly the same for everybody. Some people have more money, some people have less money. But let's look at this just objectively. If you could buy a used iPhone X, which is the phone you should be buying if you really want Face ID, there's no reason to buy an iPhone XS or XS Max. The experience is the exact same, and the price is way cheaper. We'll get into that a little bit later. The next reason is that there is literally no extra value even added from the XS to the XS Max from the iPhone X. Obviously, with the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, it's very similar, but it's different screens and different login identification techniques. So I'll give you that. If you really want Face ID, just get the iPhone X. The experience is the exact same. Obviously, the experience of unlocking your phone is not the exact same, and even using the phone with the gesture base is not the exact same as the iPhone 5S. That was a little hyperbolistic, but it's very, very similar. The next reason you shouldn't buy an iPhone XS or XS Max is because the iPhone X, it's like $650 out the door all day, every day. You can even find it for like $550. I'll leave links down below. They're affiliate links, so use them on Black Friday so I can make a bunch of money. And honestly, let's stop being the society that needs the greatest. I need the best of this and the newest of this, because you don't. The phones work the exact same. Can you call your girlfriend? Can you call your mom? Can you call your dad? Can you text your friends and family? Can you use apps? Can you look at emails? Can you play games? Can you go on social media? That's all these phones are used for. You don't need the latest and greatest and the biggest and best. They all are used for the exact same thing. Stop buying the newest, latest, and greatest for so much money. Just buy a used one for like $550. That's half the price. Half the price for what is essentially the same experience. Also, going off of that, you need to look at resale value, and you need to look at your phones as investments because they're getting to be so expensive. Why would you buy something that's $1,100 that you know in the next year, in a year's time, will literally be worth like $600, just based off the iPhone X losing almost half its value? So let's start thinking about stuff like that, just a little bit more thought in how much money you're spending, because yeah, it's a lot of money to me and to a lot of people, and it's not a lot to other people. But even to the people that it's not a lot to, why would you even buy the latest and greatest if the one just below that is literally almost the exact same? The next reason is because the differences are so minute. Like a tiny bit better camera and everything else just a tiny bit better. It's the same screen, it's the same usage, same gestures, same Face ID, same everything. literally, it's pretty much the exact same phone. Please don't buy it. Buy an iPhone 10. Save yourself some money. You still get the look of it. You get the notch. You get the status symbol. But you don't have to spend status symbol money. So you're welcome. The final reason is literally just what I've already preached before. Is that they're just not that much different. And honestly, the iPhone 10 is a great phone. I used it for a little bit. And it was an amazing device. I really liked it. And the iPhone XS and XS Max, from what I've played with in the store, is the exact same experience. The XS Max is just a little bit bigger. If you want the bigger screen, just get an iPhone 8 Plus. Very good phone, even cheaper than the iPhone 10. So these are my thoughts on getting the iPhone XS or XS Max in 2018. Just don't do it. Just save yourself some money. I mean, obviously, if you're somebody who wants the latest and greatest, go get it. Like, that's what you want. I'm not going to talk you out of it. But, like, let's look at this in terms of just common sense almost. It's the iPhone 10 versus XS it's so similar that Apple is literally starting production of the iPhone 10 again to sell it to people because nobody's buying the XS and XS Max. Not really, but people want a little bit cheaper phone, and when you're looking at about $1,000, it's getting a little bit ridiculous and something that I can't totally support. That's why I always suggest buying used because it's such a great way to get cheaper phones. So if you agree with me, hit like. If you disagree with me, hit like. And if you agree with me, comment, say, Scott, you're awesome. And if you disagree with me, say, Scott, you're actually more than just awesome. You're amazing. So if you like the video, hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Also, sorry the cat hasn't been in the videos. I literally tried to get him, but he just won't come. He doesn't want to be in the videos anymore. I'm very sorry. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.